What is up, poker players? We're going to take a look at this crazy ass session from last night. Way negative variance. Lost about 3 buy-ins, a little bit more, over 140 bucks. I sat down at some 100 NL tables. I made some plays that I probably shouldn't have. Had some good hands, had some terrible hands. Got sucked out on. Let's get into it all. First hand we're going to take a look at is at a 50 NL table. We have pocket deuces on the button. There is an under the gun +2 raise and a call by the hijack seat. We just make a call on the button. And the big blind calls as well. We wind up flopping bottom set. There is 625 in the pot. Luckiest box to our right makes a little bit smaller than half pot size bet. And we just make a call with bottom set. We wind up turning a full house. Lucky's box comes out and fires again. We just make a min raise here. That min raise is going to make a lot of draws, like a straight draw, maybe a flush draw. From this type of player who has a 40 VPIP, I could see a lot of those hands in his range. So I just make a min raise to hopefully entice him to chase here. And he does just make a call. There's now $44 in the pot. He's only got 28 behind. Just put him all in on the river, and he does not fold. We pick up a pot right there. He had aces, didn't see that coming. I thought maybe a king would call on the river, and that was going to be about it. That's why you got to put in a little bit more than 0% 3-bet percentage pre-flop, guys. Good pot right there with the full house. We are at a 50 NL table again. We have pocket jacks in the big blind in this hand. Folds around to the cutoff, who limps in. Comes to us in the big blind. I make it 5x to go. The cutoff does make a call. Pretty fishy numbers there from the cutoff. We have 368 hands on this player. Plays a 51 VPIP, which is a ton of hands. Flop is 10 high, 2-tone. I think we are going to be in the lead a ton here with jacks. So I come out and fire a good sized bet on the flop, and he does make a call. Turn is a deuce. That did not help his hand most likely. Make another good sized bet, about 2/3 of the pot. He does not fold. River is a 6. I don't think that card helped him at all either. But I just checked back to try to induce some bluffs here. A lot of the draws missed, except for an 8-9. But I figured he was on some other kind of draw, and he does just jam all in. Looks very bluffy to me, and I make a call with the pocket jacks and pick up a big pot right there. Now we have pocket aces in the big blind. We are very deep stacked, over $150, over 3 buy-ins on this table. We have a raise from the cutoff to $2, a call on the button, and I make it 4 times the cutoff's raise with pocket aces, and the cutoff and button both call. I put in a very small enticing bet on the flop of $750. The cutoff calls and the button calls. There's now $46.75 in the pot. This player only has $23.66 behind him. The button has less than $6 behind him, so I'm just gonna put both these players all in. I don't think a deuce improved anyone's hand. And we only get a call from the button. Winds up showing 8-10 offsuit. He was drawn to a 7 there. We pick up that pot. Almost up to 4 buy-ins on that table. We were crushing that table. Another 50 NL table. Same table actually. I think this one was earlier in the night. We have queen jack suited in the big blind. Folds to the dealer, who makes a 3x open. He's going to be playing a wide range from that spot, and I 3-bet pre-flop, putting some pressure on this player. He does not make a fold though. There's 11.25 in the pot. This player is 29.64 behind him. We flop an up and down straight draw to a 9 or a king backdoor flush draw. So I bet on the flop with this player's 57% fold to flop bet. He does not fold. I figure there's a good chance he has the ace, since he bet and called a pre-flop 3-bet. But we turn our king for the nut straight. There's now 25-25 in the pot. I am thinking up how I am going to get this player's money all in. I put in a small bet, $9.50. He does not fold. There's now 44-25 in the pot. He's only got 13-14 behind him, and I am putting him all in. I don't see him folding too much there, and we pick up that pot with the straight. Big turn for us. Now let's take a look at the questionable play play of the night. We are at a 100 NL table. I had a couple of these running. We have 5-3 suited in the big blind. Folds around to the cutoff, who makes a 3x raise, and the button calls as well. And I think this is a great spot for a squeeze play. We see a 90% fold to re-steal from this player and a 61% fold to re-steal from this player. And no one's going to see the 5-3 coming. So I put in the re-steal, raise it up $10, get rid of the 90% fold to re-steal, figure that was going to happen. But if he does call, we know that he's got a big hand at 5-3 plays well against big hands. They will not see that hand coming in this pot. But we get a call from the button. There is $29.50 in the pot. Very dry board here. This player has a 64% fold to flop bet, a very high number as well. We have a gut shot straight draw, backdoor flush draw. I put in a good size bet there to try to pick up this pot, $17, and he does make a call. At this point, I think I should have realized that this player probably has a hand, and he might have saw that the player to his right has a very, very high fold to 3-bet percentage. So maybe he was slow playing a hand here. Very good possibility from this player on the button. And I think right here I probably should have slowed down, but there is a queen on the turn, which is a relative scare card. This player has a 72% fold to turn bet, which is very high again. And I thought there's a chance I could pick up this pot right here. Although this player is pot committed, he's shown that he's going to be playing in this pot. I think I had a bad read with the call of the open bet and the call of my raise, and I think I probably should have given up this one right here and see if I could get a free card, maybe hit that 6 for the nuts, or relative nuts, I guess. 5-8 would have been the nuts. But I throw in another small bet to try to pick this one up with the 72% fold to turn bet, and I think that one could have been a mistake. What do you guys think about this play? Let me know down in the comment section below. This is a very regular player. He plays a smart thinking game, but these are the type of players that you want to bluff into. You're going to be winning a lot of money by bluffing regulars and smart thinking players and showing down well against the fish. So I don't think this was the worst play. It didn't work out very well for me, which makes it worse. So now we have 5-3. It's only a 5 high. There's $122 in the pot. He's only got 43 behind him. He's not going to be folding to anything. I mean, I could throw in the rest of my chips right here, but he has shown that he is not folding to anything. The queen, if anything, helped his hand. So I just give up, hold on to the 42.76 that I could lose. Just check back. He jams all in. Get rid of that one. That one definitely hurt the bottom line for the evening. Could have been a big mistake. Let me know what you guys think about that one down in the comment section below. Let's check out some suckouts. This one has a huge EV difference. We're at a 100 NL table again. We have pocket 10s. We have an under the gun limp. I make it 5x to go. We get a call from the player to our left on the button and a call from the under the gun limper. Wind up flopping bottom set. Very, very draw heavy board. There's $16.50 in the pot. Player to our left only has about $25 left. I'm going to make those draws pay. I make it $10 to go. We wind up turning a full house. He's got $14.86 left. Just going to put him all in here. And he calls. He's got trip queens. And he winds up rivering his ace for a higher full house. That one hurt. That was how my night went, guys. $52 EV difference on that one. Here's another big old EV difference. Let's see what happens here. We have queens at a 25 NL table, under the gun +1, under the gun limps. I isolate this player who has some fishy numbers, 54 VPIP, make it 5x to go. The small blind, 3 bets to 350, a little bit smaller than 3 times my bet. I just make a call here. I see that he has a 100% fold to 4-bet here. I kind of want to get in a hand with the pocket queens against this player who 3-bets light but folds a lot to 4-bets. Flop is 5 high, rainbow, 750 in the pot. He bets a little bit smaller than half pot. I just make a call here. Turn is another 5. There's 1462 in the pot. He's got 2041 behind him. He checks back right now. I figure he's got an ace high, and I don't think we can get any hand to fold here that could be playing this pot. Ace highs are probably going to chase here. Well, there's a good chance he could fold, but they might chase here. And any pair that is in this pot is probably going to call as well. But I want to make any draw pay. I want to make any pair that we beat pay. So I make it a little bit smaller than $7, smaller than half size the pot, and he jams all in. I think this is a pretty easy call for us here. We were beyond committed to this pot, and I think we're going to be in the lead a ton here. So I do make the call. He shows ace king and winds up rivering his ace to beat our pair. That one sucked as well, but that is why we were negative variance, very negative variance, about 2 buy-ins at the end of the night. Boo. Just got Baba Booeyed right there. One more hand. Pocket aces in the cutoff. Make it 3x to go. We get a call from the small blind. 10 high rainbow. Make it 2/3 on the flop. Call from the small blind. About $4 in the pot. Make it 2/3 on the turn. And he raises here. And I think I probably should have gotten rid of this one. I think this was a mistake. Pretty regular player, but very aggressive. 50% one showdown when turn raised. Relatively low showdown one percentage. So I thought there was a chance this player could be trying to put a move on me, so I just jammed all in. Unfortunately, did have a full house, and we wind up losing that pot with the pocket aces. I think that one was a mistake, and I think I probably should have gotten rid of that one too with the turn raise. It's always hard to fold aces, but you got to do it once in a while, guys. Let me know what you think about this hand as well in the comment section below. Hit that subscribe button if you guys have not done that yet. Head down to the video description to download Hold'em Manager, which is what I use to make this video. Sign up for America's Card Room. It's the best poker site out there. It's where I do all of my poker playing, including the 100K challenge. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll be back very soon with a new video, but until then, I'll see you guys out on the virtual felt.